Welcome to Wave Manga. I am Agent Manga, and Black Clover chapter 285? 6. That is... This chapter. This is a good bloody chapter. We get Nox basically whole backstory. Like, we got a tease, like a little taste last chapter. Well, we don't get Nox's whole backstory, just like the main parts of his backstory. Like, how we get to see that when Nox was a little kid, he did originally have black hair. He just dyes it white. He just dyed it white. So, right now, Nox stopped dyeing his hair, basically. Both of his parents have black hair, so I'm guessing he did just dye his hair. And so does his brother, so he does have natural black hair. He just, I guess, what he did was stop dyeing his hair when he joined the Black Bulls, which I have a theory that I had a theory that he might not be the vice captain of the Black Bulls, that his brother might be the vice captain. But we do see that he was friends with Yami when he was a kid. When he was really young, he still had black hair, while his brother Morgan had black hair. Like, when he was, I'd have to say, like 13, 12, 14, around that age, he met Yami and he had white hair. And I really like all of like Nox and Morgan's designs. Like, I prefer Nox with white hair. I don't know why. I just like that design more than like Nox's normal design, because I don't know why. I just love it more. And like, it's suggested that because Nox and Yami have very similar magic, he has shadow, Yami has dark magic, that they kind of got along. In fact, we do get to see an image of like Nox and Yami just running away. It's said that they both did trouble, but it was like petty things, like things that wouldn't get like the Magic Knights involved. But it seems like they both had fun, and I actually do think that because of this chapter that Nox is the vice captain of the Black Bulls. We don't get to see how, or maybe Nox isn't a member of the Black Bulls at all. Like, that could still be a thing. He's not a member of the Black Bulls, he's just really close with Yami. But I don't know why. Like, it's explained that Morgan like convinced Yami to try to join the Magic Knights, although I think Julius probably also helped since he was friends with him. And I think basically Yami had an in with the the Aquadeers, which with Julius being the Wizard King, that's fine. Like, the Aquadeers, I have a question, like, why isn't the Aquadeers like more successful? Like, what was like the Golden Dawn when Julius was running the Aquadeers? Were they like the second best, or was, I don't know. I think that the Aquadeers were probably the best when Julius was around. That's why like the Golden Dawn are now the top rank, but since I think Rill took over so like Julius has been like around for like the last 4 years, has been Wizard King for 4 years, since Rill is 19 and he's the youngest captain, and since they start becoming Magic Knights at the age of 16, so no wait, that would be 3 years. So Julius has only been Wizard King for like 3 years, but I do think he fits the role very well. And plus, Nox, I do think, got a little jealous of his brother because he stole like one of his best friends, I'd have to say. And we do get like a big thing where like Nox gets called into his parents' room and he's like, he just thinks they're calling him in to like berate him and all that. Like, he's saying, just get Morgan to be the heir to the family. And I quite like it how Nox just believes that Morgan would be a better like casual leader of the family. But no, it's explained, his parents explained to him that they basically deal with devils and all that. And like Nox, at that moment when he found out that his family dealt with devils, that, I don't know why I find that so fun to say, dealt with devils. Like, he was happy to not be like the black sheep of the family, because Morgan seemed to be the perfect Magic Knight, perfect son. And while Yami and Morgan were being Magic Knights, Nox, like I don't know if like the previous chapter, this was like right before his family called him in to deal with the devil stuff, but it just seems like Morgan knew about this. We find out that he knew about the rituals, but like Nacht, he was a prodigy in their family. Like he had already made the contracts with the 4 devils that we know. Guy Modello, who's my favorite because dogs are my favorite. Guy Modello, the ox, the cat, and the chicken. Guy Modello is the only one I remember. No, wasn't it War Gatling, the chicken? Yeah, War Gatling. And in fact, we get a thing of a theory. I'll have this image on of like Xenon's devil. I think that could be Lucifer. Like we get an explanation that like this devil, that a powerful devil that might be, which is a devil of time, which it's said that it's a devil of time, gravity, and space. What other devils have, like 2 other devils in this series, both Dante and Xenon's devils, Lucifero and Xenon's devil, but one has gravity, the other one has space. This one must have time magic, which I find really fascinating, because I don't know how, I think it's Lucifergus? Lucifergus. I think I'm just gonna call it Lucifergus. I'll have it down there. I don't know how, it just sounds weird. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong, but Lucifergus is a devil that I think is at the bottom of the tree. You know how there are 3 devils at the bottom? I think, which makes it really interesting on how like Varnika's devil, Magicula, isn't like one of the top ranking devils. She's definitely a cliff-off devil, but I do think that, say, Xenon's devil, Dante's devil, and this Lucifergus, and plus Lucifer, I thought like Lucifero was like the Lucifer of the series, like you just tweak the name a little bit, but no, if like each of these devils have like a variation of Lucifer, and I'm only calling Xenon's devil Lucifer as like a placeholder name until we get its actual name. It might be Lucifer, but maybe Lucifer isn't connected, is like the creator of the devils, and like, or maybe Lucifer is a title owned by the true ruler of the demon realm. That I could find really interesting. And like Morgan, like when, I'll get back to the chapter, when Nacht is about to summon and try to bind this this devil of time, his brother shows up basically trying to stop this whole thing, because he says, I've been turning my eye to this. I've been trying not to even look at this, but I am not dealing with this. You are basically all going to jail. Although the ritual goes bad, and in the original translation it's like Goma, which in the official it says it's summon, so I guess it's a translated word for summon. It's either Japanese or I think German. And like when this demon is summoned, it's got 4 horns, which like Lucifero, and this devil has to be something, because I don't know why. This devil has to be like, I want to see like Xenon's devil. Like we've seen like Dante with 4 horns, but why doesn't Xenon have this? Because Xenon's devil, I believe, is the other third of this. So if this devil has 4, Xenon's has, Dante's has 4, and Xenon's doesn't, that I have a question about. Plus Asta has 4 horns, and I have a question about that. Like I've seen theories that Asta is a half devil and those horns are his horns. And I don't know, maybe he is a half devil, I don't know. But when this devil's summoned, everybody basically dies. Nacht's mother, Nacht's father, a whole bunch of cultists, and even his brother, who, it's theorized that Morgan had light magic, like, or at least a variation on light magic that I theorize, like maybe bright magic, that type of stuff, because I don't think, like, I think it's similar to Yami and Noct is what, like, how Noct has shadow magic and Yami has dark magic. I think Morgan has a variation of light magic, like Patry. And we do get to see, like, the bound thing that had the devil in chains basically destroyed, and Morgan was dying. And I love it how Noct I do think that Liba has a more tragic backstory, but I do really love this. Noct is my favorite character now. Well, not my favorite, Liba is still my boy, and Yami is still up there, so... Third favorite, no, Asta, although Noct and Asta, I'm not going to be able to decide. I'm just going to say all of them are top tier characters. And then we cut back to basically, where basically, after Noct basically thinks, I love you, Morgan, you are my brother, you're the only person I truly love. And it's more like a brother way, otherwise, it's very creepy. It's brotherly love, but I guess he didn't really care about his parents as much as he cared about his brother, which I'm fine with. That he is very close to his brother, and when he begs to basically give up his life for his brother and all that, there's like this voice in the background. It might be the devil that he just tried summoning, Lucifergus. I'm going to just call it Lucifergus, and it's just saying that what right do you have to basically help this guy out? It might be also a dark god, which might actually be Lucifer. I don't think it is actually. I think it might be just the devil that was just there, but I don't know. But then we cut back to the beginning, like the end of the chapter before last chapter, and we get to see Noct basically strung up with the icicles through his arms, legs, and torso. So I think next chapter we're going to see like Noct's like a new like he's going to be like combining his forms together, like maybe using two unions at the same time. Like Noct's final form, I believe, is going to be like a Voltron-ish, like combine like all his use a devil union all at once. Like that's like my idea. I don't know. It's possibly not. And basically, Noct thinks that I'm basically I don't care if I die. I'm going to take every devil down and possibly go after the devil. He doesn't care. I doubt he has as big of a gripe with like Lucifero or the Dark Triad as he does with the main devil that killed like his whole family and his brother. So, and it seems like he was still a part of the Aquadeers, so I just got some questions about that. Like, when does this all take place? It's clearly when Yami was a part of the Aquadeers, but it seems like he was younger back then. But maybe when Yami became a member of created the Black Bull, or maybe Noct just went after him, went after the Dark Triad and all that, and Yami just found him one day. Remembered about how basically one of his best friends died, and Noct told him, and Yami made him join the Black Bulls and made him vice captain, just as a memory to his old friend. That's like my thoughts, and I want to see what's next chapter. We're going to see basically a surpass your limits moment, because Noct is pretty strong. He was easily able to basically threaten the captains. So I do think that this is going to be awesome. So that's it. That's it for the chapter. I don't have much to say. I really enjoy this chapter. And that's it. This is Wave Manga. I am Agent Manga, signing out.